morning, everyone. It's Doug from Vermont Hoyas, and welcome to a visit with myself and Hoya vangviengiensis. It was worth tuning in just to hear me try to pronounce the name of this Hoya. I am so excited to bring you this Hoya. It's been probably 6 long years. I never thought I was ever going to be able to flower this Hoya, and it has finally happened. Unfortunately, I lost a couple flowers trying to get this thing out of the grow tent that it was living in here in the basement, but I still have 7 or 8 blooms left on the peduncle. So very excited. Let me see what I can tell you about this Hoya. This Hoya was first discovered in 2012 in Vang Vieng, Laos, and that's why it's named vangviengiensis, after the town that it was discovered in. Also in 2015, this plant was also discovered in Yunnan province, China, and it was bloomed there in a botanical garden in 2017, and it is the same Hoya. It's very cold tolerant. It's found very far north for Hoya species, so it can probably survive light frosts. It normally blooms in March, April, right after the dry season, just when it starts to move into the rainy season in its native environment. And it's pretty much totally epiphytic. It could be part of the problem why I had so much trouble flowering this Hoya and growing it. It's because look at it, it's in a giant 8 or 10 inch pot, which is not probably to its liking. So a long time coming. Summer after summer, I would put this in the greenhouse. Absolutely nothing would happen. Many starts and stops with this plant over the years. I don't think it's commonly bloomed. Someone just bloomed it within the last year or so in Europe. I don't know if it's been flowered here in the US yet. It probably has. I don't follow the Facebook Hoya pages the way I should to know that if it has been flowered or not. But anyway, I finally got it. Can check this one off my list. Very, very happy. It flowered here in a cool grow tent with nighttime temperatures falling to 58 degrees. Daytime temperatures wouldn't get over 72, so very cool. I barely kept this thing watered because I didn't want to have any root issues with this thing. So anyway, and it started budding up on a couple other peduncles, but I don't think they're going to make it to maturity. This is the only one that was fully starting to seriously bud up. Let's take a closer look at the flowers and stick around to the end, because I'm going to take a ton of pictures of these because I may never flower this plant again. Not an easy one to flower. This probably would not be a great Hoya for Florida growers because of its cool environment where it comes from. They're beautiful. They have a light scent. When I first opened the grow tent this morning, it was totally beautiful, but right now I can't smell anything. It's a lovely flower. Oh, and this plant also has clear sap. There aren't that many Hoyas that have clear sap, so this is really in the minority, and like 5% of Hoyas maybe might have clear sap. So this is one of them, along with Hoya carnosa, Hoya ruthier, but there aren't a lot of Hoyas with clear sap, so that also makes this plant slightly different than most Hoyas. Lovely leaves. They're pubescent. The flowers themselves are pubescent as well. This one comes off my Hall of Shame list from a few years ago of Hoyas that I just couldn't flower. So thank you for taking the time and visiting myself and Hoya vangviengiensis, and I will be back really soon with more great Hoyas and Hoya growing tips. Thanks again for watching.